Hello, and once again, you're welcome to this class. In the previous video, we talked about the noun phrase and how a person should be able to identify a noun phrase wherever they come across it in a sentence. Okay, this time around, I would want us to talk about the adjectival phrase, just like what you have on the board. On the board, we have the adjectival phrase. If you remember our discussion in the previous class where we talked about the noun phrase, I told you that the same function that the noun performs in a sentence is the same function. That function that the noun performs in a sentence is the same function that the noun phrase performs in the sentence. The only difference between the two of them is that a noun is a word, a phrase is a group of words. But in terms of what they do the same thing. Now, coming over to this adjectival phrase, it is just like what I told you when we treated nouns. You first ask yourself, what is the function of an adjective in a sentence? Wherever an adjective is used, what does it do there? You remember that an adjective is defined as a word that qualifies a noun or a pronoun, am I right? That is to say that an adjective gives you information. It tells you about the attributes, it tells you about the qualities of a particular thing that is being talked about, a particular thing or a person. This is what we mean when we talk about qualifying. It tells you about the qualities of something. That is to say, what will help you to know what a thing is like, or what will help you to be able to identify that thing in the midst of others. All right, this is what we mean by an adjective. It qualifies a noun or a pronoun. And you have such words under the adjective, such words like big, such words like bitter, such words like fat, sweet, and the rest of them. All these words that you are seeing here, any of them that is used in a sentence will give you information about a particular word or a particular person or a particular thing that is being talked about in that sentence. Now, this is about the adjective. What about the adjectival phrase? Which is the reason we are having this class today. Now, like I said, the same function that the adjective performs in a sentence is the same function that the adjectival phrase performs in a sentence. That is to say, it helps you to understand the qualities, the attributes of a particular thing. Now, but in this situation now, it is not going to be one word. It is going to appear as a group of words, but it does the same function, meaning that it will help you to know what that thing is like. It will help you to be able to identify which of those things or persons that is being talked about, especially in a place where maybe you have more than one of it. It helps you to know which exactly the person is talking about. It tells about the qualities of that person or thing that will distinguish it from others if there are others. Remember, it is adjectival phrase and it has to appear as a group of words. Now, let me use a word here. Those times where you say, let's say you have a sentence like the fat girl is our prefect. If you have a sentence like this, the fat girl is our prefect. What is the function of this fat? This fat is meant to tell you about the girl. Which of the girls is our prefect? Maybe as at the time that this statement was made, maybe there are 2, 3 girls or more there. Now, the person speaking wants you to make use of this word. The person uses this word to distinguish the particular girl that he or she is talking about from the others. Now, the moment you see the fat girl is our prefect, you should look at the girls that are there, know which one is fat. This is a function of this word fat. Now, this is about a word. This word you see here is an adjective. What about an adjectival phrase? Now, there are situations where you see a group of words still doing the same thing. What about we having a sentence like the girl in the middle is our prefect. Take a look at this. And somebody underlines in the middle. What you ask yourself, I am very conversant that there are people that will refer to this as a prepositional phrase, like I've always heard, because of the fact that it begins with a preposition. But I want to tell you something. What you ask yourself is, what is the function of that group of the underlined expression? What does it do in that sentence? Now, this one says the girl in the middle is our prefect. When you take a look at this group of words that we have here in the middle, what does it do? It helps you to know which girl is being talked about. The same function of the adjective. It tells you about which girl is being talked about. It qualifies this girl. Where is she? How will you know the girl that is being talked about? Now, this is the girl that is being talked about. The girl in the middle. Therefore, what you see here is an adjectival phrase. You might have another sentence like the man on blue shirt is my uncle. When you have something like this, the man on blue shirt. Now, the subject of this sentence is the man, am I right? But if you take a look at it, there is something here on blue shirt, which helps you to know which man is being talked about. Maybe as at the time that this sentence was made, there are many men that are there. Maybe there could be 1, 2, 3 men there. But the person speaking wants you to use this. The person rather wants this group of words to help you to identify which man is being talked about. That is the function of what you have here. The man on blue dressed. So in a situation where you have something like this on blue dress, you needn't anybody to tell you that this is an adjectival phrase because it does the same function as an adjective. What is that function? It helps you to know which man is being talked about. It helps you to differentiate this man from any other person that is there. It helps you to identify which man is being talked about. Now, this is about the adjectival phrase. In our next class, we are going to be talking about the adverbial phrases, and from there, we'll glide into talking about the clauses. Remember, if you have not subscribed, you do well to subscribe to our channel, and if you have any questions to ask, just like I've always got it, send me your questions and it's going to be tackled.